What's up, everybody? Ben Renzi here for Odd Chopper. I am back. College football is still here. Week 2 is upon us. That means more games, big time games, egregious games, and everything in between. We're going to take a handful of them. We're going to throw them together. We're about to build a parlay, try to cash a big plus money ticket, talk about all the things that we got going on here, and hopefully make some money. I want to welcome you to the channel, all things betting from college football, the NFL, little baseball, NBA back soon enough. If you like what you see, you like this type of content, stick around. Just press subscribe. We marching towards 150,000 subscribers. Talk about some ways to get involved if you like what you see. But let's get to the board. Here we go. Let's recap also. Last week, Miami, very good. UMass, my worst bet of the week, and it was the first one on this video. That's just not going to get it done. Got to be better than that. I do still like UMass to go over that win total. They did not play well, though, so we got to step it up here. We're going to do so first leg. You can't hit a 3-leg parlay unless you hit the first leg. Going to a total in the Pittsburgh and Cincinnati game. How did we come up with this? Well, let's talk about how we came up with this. We've got Pittsburgh, who is not a good team in my opinion, but a lot of things to like here offensively. So they start off the season 55 points on Kent State. Kent State's awful. They gave up 24 points, couple turnovers. They forced a couple turnovers. They are playing at the speed of light. We'll talk about that in a little bit. They ran really effectively, 32 carries, 201 yards. It's over 6 yards a carry. Holstein had 3 touchdowns, but crazy fast. Now, it's 1 week, but they were under 20 seconds per play. That's comically fast. If Pittsburgh is going to continue on this revamp, and it is a completely new scheme, that's a good thing for this total because I don't like Pittsburgh's defense. I don't particularly like their offense, but they're playing a team in Cincinnati who beat Towson, the FCS school, 38-20. Offensively, Cincinnati was very solid. Sorsby, 383 yards passing, a pair of touchdowns. Will work for that. 32 carries, 275 yards. That's almost 9 yards a carry. We'll sign for that. Defensively, though, not great. Gave up 20 points to Towson. I actually worry about Cincinnati. Their front now, Corleone, one of their best players, was cleared, and we'll see how big of a boost that gives them, what he could give them. But overall, I see two offenses that have the advantage. I see stylistically tempo that has the advantage for the over. And I see teams that aren't that good, which means variance, turnovers, big plays, everything in between. I like Cincinnati in the game. I actually almost bet them, and I might bet them. But I like the over more and more that I look. Shop it. But I'm going over 63 points in this game. I think both teams will have a lot of success. And I wouldn't be surprised for one of these teams to crack 40 points on their own. Up and down game, a lot of points, a lot of action. Over step 1 of this parlay. I know I just mentioned a lot of things, and I may bet this game, bet that game. Obviously, I'm giving you a few here, but if you do want more, I say it every week, and I'm just super happy with the season so far. Come in the Discord. Come hang out with me, the group, everyone. It's such a fun community, and it's thanks to you guys. I've had so many cool people hop in right here. You go, you discover insiders, find the person that works for you. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I am me. I'd love for you to join my community. It's a fun time. And again, 50% off. Come on in and give it a try. What do you have to lose? You're talking less than $1 a day. If you've been making a little money, you've had a good start to the season, or even if you haven't, you want to change your process. This community is fun. It's a great way to sweat games. And you get a lot of information, a lot of news. Stay up to date with us and the team. Let's keep it going now. Let's get to the second game. Here we go. And no, we're not going to a marquee game. We're going to the wagon of last year. Now, the spread has come down, so society may be a little against me, and that's all right. I can live with it. We got UTSA against Texas State. Fascinating game. It's going to tell a lot about both teams. Texas San Antonio. Obviously, the Frank Harris era has ended. They move on at signal caller. First impressions? I don't know. A little good, a little bad. They played Kennesaw State, the new team in the country, and they jumped out to a 21-3 lead, and then they almost lost the game. I was a little confused. I watched the game. I didn't think San Antonio looked that effective, although at the same time they did show flashes. But really, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about them. The big points for me is this is obviously not the strength or the historical strength of UTSA when they had Frank Harris, a super experienced signal caller. They are changing. I don't think they're at the height of their powers, but this is a buy on Texas State. This is a team I've been rolling with from the beginning. I'm obsessed with their coach. He's the incarnate word guy. Came in, changed this team. They play crazy stylistically. McLeod at quarterback. Big fan of him. What did they do in week 1? They played Lamar, and they did not look good, but I watched that game in full before I started blabbering about them on this video. Not making excuses, but they clearly were messing around with personnel. That is a fact. They pulled the quarterback. They were giving reps to the backup early in the game in the first quarter. It doesn't mean they were rotating a little bit, but it was 15 nothing, and then they fumbled, turnover and downs inside the 5, a missed field goal, a missed extra point. Texas State made a lot of mistakes. Now, they make a lot of mistakes. They led the country, I believe, in fumbles last year. That's no good, but they do have extreme talent. They've got a backfield that is very deep, an offensive line that can really play, an experienced quarterback, and a ton of bodies to throw at the problems on the defensive side of the ball. I really like this squad. They are at home. You're trying to pick a winner here because clearly you can actually just move this to minus 112 for 4 cents as well. That's actually probably smarter as I look at it on the screen. I'm going to do that right now, actually. That's just stupid. Texas State, this is a team I'm still buying on. I think they have a chance to go undefeated this year. I think they could be the class of that conference. I will continue to buy as everybody not sells, but clearly people still don't believe in this squad, and I do. Coach will have them ready. Quarterback will be in there for real, clean up the mistakes. Texas State gets it done for us and sends it to the third leg for all the marbles. So we've got the over in the Cincinnati and Pittsburgh game. We've got UTSA and Texas State where we're riding with Texas State. Let's find the last game. And I also want to mention very quickly, you see it on the screen, Bet365 has stepped it up. It's now $5 into $200. So if you do live in a state where you're eligible, see, the graphic's not even right. Look at this. This is how absurd it is. It's brand new. I can't even go to the full screen because now it's bet 5, get 200. There it is. Very simple. The link is below. You got to be 21 plus, 18 in Kentucky. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But great thing to take advantage of. Never hurts to get a couple $100 in bonus bets. Never hurts to go to a marquee game to round it out. The stage will be set. Hopefully, you'll be at the bar with your buddies doing something. Maybe you'll be at a game. You can ride with the Cornhuskers. It's going to be an awesome game. Can't wait to see it. If I could see one game this week, probably would be this one, in all honesty. I don't think it's the best game, but to me, really like Nebraska. It was my first bet. I used them in moneyline parlays. So I give you a little sneak inside Discord. I dropped some moneyline parlays with them, and I do really like that. And I think you can still do that. Minus 6.5 at minus 112, though. Sign me up. So we've got Dion squad. We know about them. They got Shedeur Sanders. They got Travis Hunter. They got Jimmy Horn. They got weapons on the offense. I'm not going to try to deny that. There's no doubt about it. They survived North Dakota State, an FCS school, but a good one. In Boulder, they outscored them. Travis Hunter made the plays. They got it done. They didn't cover, but they did win the game. Now they got to go up to Lincoln. Hostile environment. Obviously, if you look at Colorado last year, and I understand they lost so many transfers. They brought in a lot of new guys. They did not fare well on the road against competent competition. Nebraska is that. Say what you want about Nebraska. They are at least a serious threat to do some damage and force Sanders and force Hunter into some uncomfortable spots. Now, the big question, and I don't exactly have the answer because nobody does. He's played one game. How good is Dylan Raiola? Seems pretty good. Now, UTEP is UTEP, no doubt about it. But I look at him, he's clean, efficient, no mistakes. He's at home in front of that crowd. And unlike Colorado, he has a defense that he can rely on. He doesn't have to go out and win the game. It's more don't lose the game, in my opinion. Colorado's down another safety. I didn't like their defense to begin with. They gave up over 11 yards per pass attempt against North Dakota State. That's very concerning. I think Nebraska is going to be able to score. And although Colorado has some absolute NFL caliber talent offensively, I don't think they will score at will. I think Nebraska's defense at home will do enough in this game. Cornhuskers, I've been saying this for many years, it feels like, and they never seem to do it. Not going to declare them back. Big win, though, at home. I think they decisively handle Colorado. And inside 7 at minus 112, very, very content with that line. I'll be honest, I did not think we would see those again. So maybe some news is breaking as we're doing this, and maybe the line is going the other way. But I look at this. Give me Nebraska as the third leg of this parlay. What did we do here? We did Pittsburgh and Cincinnati over 63. Texas State on the money line minus 112. Nebraska minus 6.5. You put it together, 584, almost 6-1 on the menu. Not too bad. I know you don't hit these often. They're not easy to hit. But when you do, it makes up for a lot of losses, and that is the goal of this video. If you do have any questions about these games, I know I went pretty fast. At Jazz Raz Bets, happy to help. I just appreciate all the support. It's fun doing these videos. Like I said, I know it's hard to hit a 3-team parlay. I'm sure a lot of people like Colorado. I'm sure people will be very upset, but I'm rolling with Nebraska in that game. But thanks again for tuning in. No matter what you're betting, I hope you're cashing some tickets. And again, I'd love to see you in my Discord. We're growing quickly. It's a great community, and we want sharp people in there. So if you enjoy college football, we'd love for you to contribute. Hop on in. Great time, and I will see you in there. On that note, for these 3 games and for this college football week 2, good luck, enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week.